Can we be honest for a moment? Most of us aren't doing everything we know that we should do to create the best life for us and our families. Things like adequate rest, staying hydrated, exercising. Yes, of course, we have to talk about your diet. We understand that you have a lot going on between your spouse, your kids, work, church. I get it, right? So it makes sense to eat out. That requires less of you. But what else can you be doing under your current circumstances to better take care of you and your loved ones? Listen, one of the simple things that we do is take Organifi. Organifi is a line of organic superfood blends that offer plant-based nutrition with high-quality ingredients and less than 3 grams of sugar. Each superfood blend is easy to use by simply mixing it with water or your favorite beverage while on the go, providing you with quality nutrition throughout your day. Whether you're trying to lose weight, detox, improve your fitness, deal with stress or hormonal imbalances, Organifi is the answer. If we've learned anything in the last few years, it's that stress and anxiety can cause a lot of harm to us, both mentally and physically. And that's because cortisol, the primary stress hormone, is supposed to spike when we're in danger. But get this, in the modern world, our cortisol is spiking all day long. Ashwagandha, the main ingredient in Organifi green juice, has been shown in multiple studies to reduce cortisol and the stress. This delicious drink also features 10 other superfood ingredients, including moringa, chlorella, and spirulina, which work synergistically in the body to promote natural detoxing, more energy, and even healthy weight management through reducing cravings. It's amazing what the body is capable of with the right fuel. Plus, it's 100% certified organic, non-GMO, and tastes absolutely delicious. With their new apple crisp flavor, it's so easy to support your stress levels while enjoying a delicious morning green juice. If you're like me, guys, you know the importance of eating healthy, but you don't always have the time or willpower to cook with all the colors of the rainbow. Organifi's superfood, listen, the red, the gold juices, the Organifi Pure, protein powder, Organifi Glow, all these blends make it easy and enjoyable to add more variety and nutrition to your day. Just go to Organifi.com, that's Organifi.com/success to save 20% on your order.
She was just like, I just don't know, I'm not, I said, man, he asked you to pay your half or like what was going wrong? Yeah. She was like, nah, but I just thought it was a little like, I was like, what? She was like, yeah, he paid with a gift card. I was like, of course you're not dying. Of course you're not.
You ready? All right.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
Oh, man, I got Dr. King already starting trouble. I don't even know what I did. I just said one single thing. Now I got to be all kind of names.
You know what you did? About 10 years ago, you asked me to come be part of the team. That's what you did. That's what you did.
Douglas.
You did what you did, what you do.
Douglas.
Bless, man. Bless, bro.
Yeah. No, hey, listen, I forgot my shoes today, but I wanted to, I apologize to people for the air fryer. I really owe the Croc people an apology too. I'm just like, Maul be looking at me every time I got him on like, yo, what you doing? Yeah. Bruh, let me tell you something. When you hit 40, comfortability becomes paramount. And let me tell you something. These joints right here, I just be wearing them around the crib. Bro, they just, you know how like, I live in Georgia, so we walk outside, it's nice weather and stuff, you just like need something, bro. They just slide in, bro. It's not like sandals or like slippers to wear, look, whatever. These joints is comfy, though.
Now look, all right, that was all nice and dandy, but his little story sounded good, but I know the real reason why he wear those shoes.
What's the real reason?
What's the real reason, Mom?
Bro, they got like a 3-inch sole to them. And so my man keep talking about that he's 6'4", really know he's, what are you, about 6'1"? He really 6'1", so he need that little Croc sole to give him the extra height.
It's the Croc sole?
It's the Croc sole, bro.
Well, you need some boosters in your joints for that 5'10" you got. So anyway, hey, we'll get all, I wanted to bring this to the pod. Anytime I have a fair file, I like to bring it to the pod. So me and Candace got a homegirl. She called us the other day. Same homegirl who been, we've been trying to help her out,
Yeah.
right? And the, finding, like I feel like it's our responsibility. Do y'all feel like that? Like as we're now like older and married and seasoned, like I got coming up on 14 years, y'all got Carl about the same, a little more maybe. Maul and E got like 75 years married combined. So, but like now you're in that phase where it's like people be like, yo, hook me up. Like your people that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like married or
Hook you
whatever.
up what?
Well, yeah, just like help me find somebody. Like matchmaking.
We ain't got that. That's we don't do it. Yeah,
You don't help nobody?
Nah, bro.
You
That's,
be like, oh, okay.
oh,
Diddy
no.
do it all the time.
I don't know. I don't get into
Diddy
that.
definitely do
I
it.
don't get into that game.
Well, maybe she used to.
Okay, because
But
people
anyway-
be like, oh, you the one hooked us up.
No, I'm not one, but yeah, well, I mean, you're right. It could be, but hey, you get everything got a disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so we didn't hook her up with this dude, but she kind of keep us abreast of her dating life.
Okay.
And remember last time, dude was like, hey, we're gonna 50-50.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, I remember that. Same couple, okay.
Did I miss this?
No, I think you was here.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
you
talked about it because she was like,
yeah,
I don't
'cause
ever
you was
want
talking
Yanni
about
to
Yanni.
have.
You talked about Yanni,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna stay off it. Yeah. Okay.
You know what?
Jazz.
Before you hit
Jazz.
puberty again.
That's why
Anyway.
he forgot it. He didn't want that memory.
So this was actually, she's not dating that guy anymore. It's a new guy. It was a first date. And, again, I think a lot of this, again, is just preference, but like, she a little bougie. Like I'm just telling you, but she make good money. But anyway, so she went out. It was a nice dinner. Cheesecake Factory, nothing crazy, just, you know what I'm saying?
nice
like
dinner.
they both in the area. Nice dinner.
You get some nice cheesecake.
So she was just like, I just don't know. I'm not. I said, man, he asked you to pay your half or like what was going wrong?
Yeah.
She was like, nah. But I just thought it was a little like, I was like, what? She was like, yeah, he paid with a gift card. I was like, of course I'm dying. Of course I'm Wait, y'all laughing. I'm confused.
It wasn't the first date?
No, it was.
It was the first
It was
date?
their first date. It was this a different dude. And she was just like,
bro, you can look at it a lot of ways, bro.
That's where I am, too.
Bro,
hey.
bro, my man is
No.
efficient.
He did pay though.
He paid.
Yeah, he
and-
paid. She was like, he ain't
And
say
he got a
nothing.
gift card.
He was like,
That usually come, your
Yeah.
credit card doing well.
Yeah.
They send you one, you going to church or something. You know what I'm saying?
You got it for Christmas,
Yeah.
a little.
Right. You got to use it.
I'm just saying.
He didn't have
gift
to let
card-
us see the gift card. No, he could have slipped the
No,
gift
I
card.
asked that. I was
But
like,
why-
man, she
why
could have
play
slipped
games?
it.
I mean,
I
but
said,
why
that's
play
the thing,
games?
Mo. I said, like,
My man
bruh,
came
man
out
could have
with
just
it.
put it in there, like, it was a credit card, but she was like, no, he was like, and I have a gift card. You want it to be known.
Right.
But
I'm
it
saying
was
we
like-
would have dogged him out had he hid it, slipped, and she found out. We would have been like, oh, he was being
Yeah, he
manipulative.
was up front with
He
it.
came up front,
See,
bro.
I'm trying to go to my 9 to 5. Yeah,
Yeah,
right. There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that. He
Yeah.
paid. It's paid. Money is
paid.
money.
Paid.
Whether he put coins, paper.
That's why I don't like doing this podcast. I'm stopping. Because y'all don't be telling the truth. Both of y'all was dying laughing.
I said I'm going back to my 9 to 5, dog. I'm not me,
I'm
Lace.
trying
Hey,
laughing.
okay.
But I'm not for why you think, because I'm going to be real.
Okay. Why you laughing?
I got about $5,000
Yeah.
worth of gift cards in
Yeah.
the crib,
Around.
bro.
Yeah.
Just sitting
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And never
I
gonna
don't
use
never
it.
use,
Never
bro.
gonna use
I'm being real. Since
100%.
2009,
Yeah.
I never used them. So my man I got respect for him. Now, I was laughing though just because
Yeah.
it's not normal, bro. Like, it's not normal. I didn't even know you could pay with a gift card. Maybe that's why I never used it. I didn't know you could go to Cheesecake Factory and pay. Oh, you talk. Oh, was
It's
it
a
was
Cheesecake
it was a
Factory gift card.
Oh, then yeah, he should have used
Oh, you thought
it.
it was a Visa
Yeah, I
gift
thought it was
No,
one of them Visa.
no.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I thought
Well,
it was
no,
one of
you
them
wouldn't have had
Visa
to make
boys.
that disclaimer with that because
Yeah.
it was like an actual
Oh,
like
no question.
you know where it just like he
Yeah,
had
he could
100
have bought
on it.
one when he's there. He could have bought the cheesecake card so he can always somebody could have who loved him could have hooked him up. Yeah, bro.
But let me
Use
ask
it.
you this.
It
Carl, wait, Carl, go ahead. Because Carl been getting weak too.
No,
Carl,
so it's odd. That's what it is. It's odd.
I mean,
it's a little. It
I'm on the
feels
fence.
weird. No. When you just said that, my man flashed it like that's.
no, he was just like, hey, I got a gift card.
Yeah, I got the
too.
cheesecake. And
Yeah,
it's cheesecake.
I'm saying I won't make that part.
I don't know if he
like
did that. I'm putting a little extra. I don't know if he, you know how
Well,
that's
you got to
usually-
dramatize the
Yeah.
That part make it a little weird. But overall, I'm saying my man paid. From the
paid.
last conversation
Yeah, he paid.
to now, somebody
Great
paid.
start.
It's a great start. Yeah.
Great start.
How old is it?
Mark's trying to- the young lady is my age, so she around 40. I don't know how
Yeah, I
old he
think
was.
this is where CJ going wrong. It's like, let's say, I used to run track and field.
Yeah.
So you get a false start, and then you come back, and then you whatever. You know, false starts happen.
Yeah.
I think that's what throwing. See,
Yeah.
it's a false start.
Yeah,
He won the race,
Wait.
but he had a false start.
But
bro.
and then the other question I asked her, and she, so I'll take it a level further because me and Cass on the phone like, what's going on? I said, who picked Cheesecake Factory? She was like, oh, he did.
Oh, no question.
So he could
be ready. He could be ready.
So
He
she
could
was
be
like, where
ready.
we going? He was like, Cheesecake Factory.
No question. I got a gift
So,
card.
I like-
and here's the deal. It's the first date. I don't even know if this is gonna turn into nothing. I don't know if it's gonna turn into nothing, so I ain't about to just be sitting. Ma, you always teach us, bro, don't use your liquid. Don't use your cash, Ma. You always say don't use your cash. Go get the bank cash.
So
You know what I'm saying?
here's my one question.
He used cheesecake cash.
If this is one of the most important things that you remember from the date, we got a problem.
Yeah.
But hold on. All right.
Go ahead.
I was just about to say, I don't think there's anything wrong with using the gift card, but even like what I do, when I do this sometimes still, not when I'm just me and Camille, but if we're with other couples, I'm gonna go get my man the credit card and the gift card. Say, hey, use the gift card, and then whatever's left, hit this credit
that on
card.
there,
I give it to him soon as I walk in the restaurant. I gotta go to the restroom.
Yeah.
Get up,
Can't go.
man, hit him with that.
Yeah.
Nobody gotta see the gift card. We all good.
So there is something wrong with the gift card.
I mean, it's just
There's
your
nothing
business.
wrong
It's just
with
your
it.
business, dog. Why
There's
you
nothing
gotta,
wrong with it.
Well, I'm saying, the way she said it, my man wasn't trying to be like, low key, he was like, hey, I got a gift card.
Yeah.
He said the words, like, I got a gift card.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, okay, he got a
In theory,
gift
there's
card.
nothing wrong with it.
You
In theory,
gotta
there's
love,
nothing
though, the honesty and the
Yeah, no,
upfront.
he was chilling.
Yeah.
She was like, he was chilling, and he signed it up and was like, and took it back out, popped it in his wallet, and
Did he leave a tip?
I don't know if you can tip. Can you tip on a gift card? You should be able to tip on a gift card, right?
I don't know.
I would imagine.
Maybe give the waiter a gift card. It's your tip.
I guess that's the title of this episode.
Little man, there's $4 left on this card. That's all
Get you
you.
some cheesecake.
Hey,
I don't know, man. but-
Hey, I want to hear the comments. Y'all put it in the comments. I'm still on the. Okay, so here go my. I didn't even get my thoughts. Sometimes I moderate and forget to get my thoughts. I feel like just wait until date, like
Don't
the
spend your
first
liquid,
one.
bro. Don't spend your liquid.
No, I'm saying
Don't spend your liquid, bro.
first impression means something. So the fact that you chose the restaurant, it might have made her feel like, okay, hold on, is this gonna be a struggle? You know what I'm saying? It's Cheesecake Factory, bro. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't go to, you ain't go to what's our Steak 48.
48.
You at Cheesecake. That meal is, even if y'all have a drink, you coming out of there less than $120.
Yeah.
So the gift card, I don't know how much the gift card was for or what.
Oh, you could have played it off. You could have been like, man, let me take care of that bill. And then you be like,
Yeah.
oh, man, I got a gift card. Cheesecake
Ah.
Factory. And then you be like, oh, and then you make it like it's a surprise.
you like that.
Yeah, and then you break out the, you know what I'm
Then
saying?
you being manipulative.
I was just gonna say,
My man
so we
came-
playing
my
games
man
though
came
now.
out.
I'm just saying,
My
just
man
like-
came out, and he's not leaving no
Mo
room
wants you to
for
start
air.
your relationship on a lie.
On a lie. Right?
That's not a lie.
But you gotta
It's not
manipulate
like
You married for
the
30 years and be
situation.
like, remember that gift card? I had that sucker for 2 weeks plotting on my first
I'm
date.
just saying, it's not even, if she's
No.
tripping on the gift card, then she got to look at
Something wrong with you.
Yeah, with you. You tripping on it. I mean, my
And
man
it
paid.
is, but like I said,
paid.
listen, she make probably $300,000. She's, very well established. She doing her thing. She's beautiful. This is our friend. She's cool. I think she was just like, okay, when she heard cheesecake, she was like, okay, that's kind of like casual dining
date.
type.
Yeah,
There
first
ain't nothing
date.
wrong
First
with
date.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Second one, depending on
she was
how,
like, yeah. And I think that is an improvement from my man being like, yo, you got your
50-50.
card.
No question.
So is it though?
It is.
It is.
It
It
is.
definitely is.
In principle.
Okay, he took care.
In principle.
He took care.
This podcast supposed to be a principle-based
I need you to send this to
podcast.
every lady you know and just get I just want their opinion. Just ladies in the comments, is my man fair or foul? That's all I'm asking. We try to bring the fair or foul.
And I'm just saying, for those of you who want to date and I got a bunch of gift cards. So you
come by the crib.
Come by the crib.
Oh,
get
man.
the gift cards,
Hey,
bro.
no.
Is she gonna go on another date with him?
Oh yeah, she
Yeah, I
didn't
think
say it was
so.
like no
Yeah, I
deal
think
breaker
so.
or nothing like
Good
that.
day.
She said the
That
conversation
shouldn't
was
even
cool.
be important.
My man was solid.
That's where I'm
Yeah,
going.
that shouldn't even
Yeah,
be
she said my
important.
man was solid. They had a great time. She
Yeah,
was.
come on.
I said, because I know her. So I'm just like, I know it was. And she was like, no, it's nothing.
Let me tell you.
And I was like, no, it's something.
It's something.
Let me
And
tell
she
you.
was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was this gift card.
Let me tell you, when me and Camille first started dating,
Yeah.
we wasn't going 50-50 on a bill. We was going 50-50 on a meal. We was literally getting one meal and splitting that bad.
But y'all was like 11, bro. So it's like, these people 40.
Just saying though,
You know
we
what
was
I'm
going
saying?
50-50 on the
People
meal.
40.
So I'm just saying, my man, he did what he did. He took care of it. Kudos to him, straight up. I'm not even joking, dog. I respect that. I respect it.
So we all good with it?
Yeah, we good.
I
All
respect
right, bro.
that.
Hey, keep doing your thing,
respect
bro.
that,
Whoever
bro.
you are.
Yeah, I
And
respect
fellas,
that.
if you got a gift card,
know what I'm saying?
you taking a young lady
I
out,
respect that.
don't be ashamed to show it. Don't listen to Maul.
I ain't
Don't
saying
sneak
you gotta
it.
show it now.
Nah, bring it out. Of course not.
Bring 'em
I'm
out,
talking
bring 'em
about
out.
slap them all out on the table like spades. Where you want to go? Red Lobster, cheesecake, Fridays. I got all of them. What you want to do? And stop by E-Crib, get you the other ones.
He only got
I think it's very
Chipotle.
responsible.
Listen,
I got Chipotle.
He got
If
about
you want to
40
I'm
run
with you though.
Chipotle.
No. I'm with you though. I got my gift cards. I start using them. I call my wife right now. I was like, look, you done been to Starbucks 50 times.
Right.
We got 13 Starbucks cards. Put these in your purse
wallet.
right now.
Yep.
You go but I don't know if she used them or not. But yeah, no. Shout out to the people sending gift cards. And if you want to send more gift cards, send them to the East P.O. box so that he can not use them, and then not give them to us. Now let me tell you something. I hit a gift card off
all day.
in a hot second.
And feel
I'm
good
talking-
about it.
Oh, bro,
yeah.
feel tremendous. I'm talking about ordering stuff you wouldn't normally order when you got the gift card.
Companies love me
You know what I'm
because
saying?
I don't, and even if I do use a gift card, I never max it out.
Yeah, I
It's
never
weird.
got it.
So
Yeah,
I
got
might leave $2 on
$8
the card.
and 11 cents.
Yeah, they get me, man.
Yeah, no. I'd be like, hey, it's $4 left on this. The bill be $400. I'd be like, go on and take
Take
it's
that
just
forward.
use, yeah, get that. Go on, get that out the way. All right, let's move on. That was fun. Thank y'all for entertaining me for that 15 minutes. All right, cool. So we've been, doing some talking about growth and really trying to get to that next level. And this next one, is about fear. And I don't know if I want to say fear or non-belief. Does that make sense? Like, I think, there's, again, this middle-class mindset, I feel like, that I come from, I'm speaking from my lens anyway, where it's almost like it's not meant for me. You know what I mean? And I was telling one of my homies the other day, like, they were just kind of like, I'm scared to put myself all the way out there because if I do and it don't work, then I feel bad. And I'm like, yo, your non-belief in getting to that next level is killing you. And you know what I said? The same people who scared to put that full effort forward because they're scared of what's going to happen or they don't believe it can happen to them, play the lottery. No, I'm just saying, you play, like, bruh, I don't know what it is. Like, y'all run to the gas station, get something to drink, get a water, something like that? Bruh, people be playing that lottery, bruh. Scratch tickets, lottery, I'm talking about they not missing, but people won't put 50 cents into their own personal development to get to that next level. And as I talk to people, like I said, I'm not gonna say, I don't know if the word is fear, because maybe they don't feel like, oh, I'm scared to do it, but just like, it's not realistic for me to have that level of success.
I'm just sitting here. I don't remember where I was, if it was at the university when we were in New Orleans, but some young lady stood up and said, it could even been church. Yeah, it was church. It was church. Resurrection weekend. There was a young lady who said, I am afraid to be successful. Yeah, that's what she said. She said, I am afraid to be successful, right? And she started talking about the responsibility of success, and just being like, yo, I don't know if I want to, if I want to handle that. But I was thinking about what Maul said when he was saying, he went by and he saw his friend. And when he saw his friend, it wasn't his friend's life he wanted. But at some point, Maul, I think you said that somebody said to you, you need to find somebody that was doing it. I guess it was Dame's father.
His uncle.
His uncle, that somebody was doing it.
Yep.
And then you could see it. And what I realized fear is, because to your point, see, when people keep saying fears, false evidence appearing real, I'm like, yo, I feel you, but it's gotta be more, because like we've been saying that and it ain't helping nobody. And I was like, is it? But based on what we said last week, I think fear is your current knowledge is what fear is. And what I mean by that is your current knowledge stopping you from getting your next level of knowledge. Like, and I want to show you, I wrote something down. I just thought this, I hope I still got it. I just thought this was like, I can make it plain.
Come on.
But like, so I did the please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I wrote it down, right?
Yep.
And I don't believe it's the unknown that's stopping us from being successful. I believe it's the known that's stopping you from being successful. You feel me? Because here's the deal. When people talk about fearing the unknown, how can you fear something you don't know? Like, I'm just being real. You can't really fear something you don't know because you don't have any real knowledge of, you haven't tasted, touched it, like you don't. My thing is, you fear leaving what you know. You feel me? Like, so I feel like we're trapped by what we know. I looked at this and I was like, you know what the crazy part about this equation is? The first thing you taught in school is subtraction and addition. That's the first thing you taught. Wow. But then when you do math, you're not taught to use that. You're taught to start here.
Oh, wow.
Bruh, I was looking at it like, yo, this is
good,
crazy.
E.
You
That's
start
good.
with subtraction, addition. You might get to division and multiplication. But when they start you off, they don't tell you to start with subtraction or addition. You start with what you don't know. Like, you don't start with where you started. You started with where they want you to go. This is like the highest. You start doing, like, bruh, when you do this, you don't even need that to be, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, this is all of them on steroids. And so I was like, yo, we getting stuck at subtraction. Because once we learn subtraction, now we don't want to, now we talking about this is hard. This ain't hard. This is this on steroids. That's all it is. Like, these two is this. And then you go here, this is all of this right here. And I'm like, yo, God.
Hold it up so they can see it. Korshawn, can you see it? I want to make sure.
That's what's really, maybe they can make some kind of little hookup.
I'm sure they can see it.
Oh, okay.
He said they got it. Korshawn got the new can. Look, Korshawn was like, bro.
You feel me? But you all off in the exponents. Like, you all off, bruh. Bruh, this is multiplication.
Get out of there. What you doing over there?
Bruh. So I'm just saying, what I'm realizing is, it is everything you know that's stopping you from, but even in math, they didn't teach you this for you to stay here. But some kind of way, whatever we know, we get it, and then we stuck at what we know.
Bruh.
But it's like, if you look at this equation, bruh, they don't even want you to, they're not even teaching you this for this. They're actually teaching you this so you can get to this and this. But we get here and get stuck here. So I'm like, no, God, they gave me English. Why am I stuck on it? Why am I stuck? They gave me middle class. Why am I stuck on middle class? Like, this is what they gave me. They gave me, you supposed to live in one house for the rest of your life. Bruh, that's what they gave me. So if we're not happy or we're fearful of going beyond what they taught us and what they told us was okay. And everybody that we look up to, Maul, they went way past subtraction and addition, bruh. So yeah, I'm just saying, I'm starting to realize fear ain't the unknown. Fear is the known. And you getting stuck in what you know instead of trusting yourself and believing yourself to get to where you could possibly get to.
Yeah, and Carl said it the other day, but you talk about it and you think about how crazy it is for people to be like, I'm scared of the unknown when you don't love the current situation, right? Like you talk about people getting up, going to work every single day to a job they can't stand with a boss that they hate, but scared to make a move to do something else. And I'm like, yo, how do you get to that point where you know your current situation is trash, but I guess, you know, they say, what's the quote? The better the devil you know than the one you don't. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess for y'all, and Carl and Maud, feel free to jump in terms of, you know, how y'all feel about, you know, this situation. What do you think?
Bro, I'm just processing what E just said. That's so huge, E, because I'm looking at it from life perspective. Like subtraction is, I got whooped as a kid for something I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like you learn stuff in that. But I'm saying, let me make the point so people don't get lost in what I'm saying. You got to understand what you know. I don't think we even understand what we know. The devil, like quotes like that, bro, stuff that we say all the time, bro, that stuff is real. Like you believe this subconsciously. So until you really understand what you know, you can't even think. Tamisha and I had a conversation the other day that when I tell y'all, there are times where we talk, and then there are other times where, like, I'll try to talk, and she says something like, we can't talk no more. So I was talking to Tamisha, and I was like, yo, you and I were talking. I was like, Tamisha, I feel like you're becoming me. Like, Carl is a passive kind of person. Like, I'm trying to come out of that, and I'm watching Tamisha kind of like, to me, it seems like she's more passive. So I was like, yo, this is not one of them conversations. I'm pointing, like, yo, I need you. Like, what's happening? And she said, Carl, do you understand where I come from? And I was like, what you mean? She's like, I want you to think back of how I grew up. Like, and my wife grew up in poverty for real, right? She said to me, bruh, what you're asking me, I'm like, yo, you had a fight in you, like, to get out of that, to get to Michigan State, to get a PhD. I'm talking about, like, and not for her family business out there, but, like, they're teenage pregnancies generationally, right? So to get herself out of that, she had to fight. I'm like, nah, looking like you not fighting no more. Like, what's up? She said, Carl, I didn't expect to get here. This is above anything that I ever thought I would get to. How are you expecting me to now fight and go somewhere else? And I was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to follow up with a conversation. I ain't ready for that response, but I'm just saying.
Carl, I get back to you.
Right, I gotta get back to you on that, but I'm saying she was present of mind enough to know what she knows. You see what I'm saying? So now she's like, yo, I'm at a spot right now where I have to process, understand this before I could go fight for something else. But I'm just saying, most people don't understand, like, yo, here's where I am, and why I'm here is because of this.
Absolutely.
So I'm saying you gotta stop and understand, like, yo, I'm here because of this happened, that happened, that happened. Now, is this where I want to be? Like, I'm just giving real steps. Is this where I want to be the next 10 years? And that anybody, I talk to Joseph, our keyboardist at the church, like, yo, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where you wanna be? Like, that's my language, because most people, Maul, don't think 20 years down the line, 2 years down the line. Most people are just like, yo, today. So, here's where I am. Is this where I want to be? And then the last question, okay, what do I have to do to get there? And if you're clear on
my
that,
thing is nothing.
Right.
No, that's my thing is nothing. My thing is you know how to do exponents because you know how to subtract and add. I'm saying, bro, let's just keep it 1,000. Division and multiplication ain't nothing but adding and subtraction. It's just adding and subtraction that didn't stop. That's all it is. It didn't
Seemed
stop.
harder than that when I was in 18.
Oh, no doubt.
It does.
No doubt.
It does. But when you really look at it, and this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, they didn't teach you to add and subtract because they want you to add and subtract. They didn't teach you that. Bruh, even today you hear like people, baby boomers. These kids don't know how to write. They didn't teach us how to write. That wasn't the purpose of it. That's why we don't use penmanship no more, because we've advanced to the computer. They wanted us to be able to communicate. And so some of us communicated through writing. Some of us verbally communicated, like typewriter. Look at the bruh, your phone is a camera now. And you got still some people saying, I don't know how to work a camera. You do. That's why when you see a child come out the womb and they take a phone, they can work it immediately. Why? Because your brain can do whatever you think it can do.
Baby's coming out the womb working out.
Bro, they coming out the womb, bro.
Not kidding. You remember, bro, Trey and them, Jordan and them was using a phone, moving through photos, bro, like a year old.
Look, I told somebody this. My kids didn't hold their head up, bro, and today would probably
Mustafa baby was on his head up like 3 days later.
Bruh.
Like, I'm not even kidding.
Like, I'm talking about they
real.
coming out. Why? Because we were born to advance. So if somebody run a mile in 4 minutes, the way we design is like, oh, I'm gonna do it in 3 and 50. And then once you do it in 3 and 50, I'm gonna try to do it in 3 and 30. Like, that's how we were designed. but some kind of way, we talk about environment.
But that natural evolution, right, which is what we talked about last time, was like, okay, I'm naturally evolving. My parents made 50, I made 70. That's a natural, we're looking for an unnatural movement.
That's it. Well, actually, it could be natural if we stop thinking that the goal was just to do better than what they did. That's
well,
what
it's
we
not
be
even
on.
better though, is my point.
It's not.
Because like you said, inflation.
It's
inflation, so it adjusts.
automatic.
It's the same. We got the same exact thing. So I'm saying, I like where we're headed. You're on a natural trek of like, okay, my parents, let's say my parents combined made 75,000, and I made 100,000, right? 100, right? Whatever it is, adjusted for inflation. My kids made 2. What we're looking for and what we're talking about now is getting off of that just ho-hum trajectory and making that unnatural jump into middle class, millionaire by the 26. That's an unnatural jump that I think everybody's looking for.
That is natural.
How do we make that?
I'm just saying, it is natural, but it's not natural because we've told ourselves that the goal is. So being with Maul, it's some stuff that I'm doing because Maul made it seem like it was natural. Yes. You feel me? Maul made it seem like it was natural to do real estate.
The new natural.
Right. He made it almost seem like, bro, you already doing it, but you ain't doing it on this level. You feel me? Like he made me feel like, oh, okay, I can go to Cali and get a multi-million-dollar career. He made me feel like I could do that. He didn't make it seem like
you did.
Yeah, right. He didn't make it seem like it was something I couldn't do. Like I actually went like, oh, okay. I literally went to San Diego.
Start telling me that.
And I didn't go to.
You're just telling E all the good stuff. He would joke me about my Crocs.
Yeah, I didn't go to a neighborhood I could afford. I went to where I wanted to be.
Exactly.
I didn't go to a neighborhood I could afford.
But what you did now, so now, all right, we so you eliminated the fear, and now you want faith.
Yeah.
But while you going about where you could be, and so like when you was talking to the lady in church, what did she say?
She said she was afraid of success.
And see, I'm afraid of failure.
Yeah.
So I'm not. Who's afraid of success?
Right.
I mean, think about it. That's your birthright. That's your. Why are you not afraid of the thing that you shouldn't? The thing that the enemy is giving you. You're afraid of what God is putting in your life, but you are accepting what the devil was bringing to you. And that, bro, let me tell you something. No, it's crazy because I pulled this up and I thought it was a Les Brown quote, but when I put it up, it says Eric Thomas.
Oh, Lord.
I swear I heard Les Brown.
I was hungry. That's definitely less.
Bro. No, so before I say the quote, I remember, man, like growing up at my old house. And y'all remember this old school movie, CJ Kinda Young, but remember Poltergeist?
Oh, no question.
Oh, I definitely remember.
Do you remember
that?
that?
Oh, scared the life out
Bro,
of me.
that was the scariest
the
movie.
thing coming out the TV?
Coming to the light.
Caroline.
Bro, that little lady. Remember the little lady with the skirt?
Yeah.
Bro, I had a fourth grade teacher.
She was strong.
I had a fourth grade
was a
teacher,
big
bro,
one.
that looked just like her.
Yeah.
Her name was Miss Hager.
Yeah.
We used to call her Hager the Horrible. She looked just like that little lady. Hager the Horrible. She looked just like that lady, dog. Oh my gosh, she was so scary. And
that lady was a beast, bro.
Remember the closet?
She was scared.
Remember the closet?
Her face used
Bro,
to scare
my
me.
closet in my bedroom looked just like that closet that had the poltergeist in there. And Tommy used to mess with me all the time. Tommy would be like, don't open that closet.
Yeah.
And I used to be like terrified.
There was a scene in there where like, I don't remember what happened, but like the lightning was striking and stuff and it had like a clown on the wall.
On the wall?
And I used to have like a little clown thing above my bed. Let me tell you something, I'm about 4 years old. Like, nope. Get that up out of here.
But every time I would go in my room, and I look at that closet, it would do something to me. My heart would start racing. I would just get nervous. I would be scared, especially if I was by myself. I would just be like, oh my God, the boogeyman is in that closet.
No question.
That's that feeling I get turning that basement light.
The boogeyman is in that
That's
closet.
poltergeist is what got me like that.
And what it does something to you, and you're creating this in your head.
That's
100%.
There's nothing in that closet. There's nothing on the other end of that door. But you are creating something, and you're making yourself believe. You are making yourself believe that it's something on the other side of that door that's gonna kill you, that's gonna kidnap you and take you in, bro.
That's the real unnatural.
That's what that fear is. You're creating that. And so going back to the
okay, sorry, go.
I'm about to say going back to the Eric Thomas Les Brown quote.
That was on.
If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm.
That's it.
Your
Is that
fear,
an ET
is that
original?
ET? It said,
That's what it said. That's what it said.
Bro, it literally said. But I typed in Les Brown.
I ain't never heard you say nothing that's so.
That's from the Secret to Success book.
It's okay.
Yeah, from the Secret to Success.
So It's the enemy within that you're fearful of. The fear is coming from you.
Inside.
But remember what I told you you're coming from, though. It's not what you think. It's not false evidence appearing real. It was poltergeist. It was something that was put in you, and you're responding to what was put in you.
That's it. It's
That's why I
poltergeist.
said it's the subtraction and
poltergeist.
addition. And we don't advance from it. That's why we got to advance from what we know. So we saw something, and that made us feel.
something.
We saw something,
and it clicked,
and made us. And we got to, what Carl said, unsee what you seen, bro.
I'm telling you, I'm grown now, and the stuff I can watch now compared to, like, I can't watch that stuff no more. Like, I'm talking about, horror movies and stuff, and it'd be like kids. I'm like, I don't know if it's because I had kids or whatever. And I blame my wife for real, because I used to watch Saw. I love everything. I'm talking about all horror movies. And my wife couldn't stand them, because she was like,
I can't watch them.
But I told you, some kind of way, I still be like, when we were dating, she would go see all the scary movies with me. As soon as we got married, she was like,
"No, I don't do
never
that."
again. I was like, boo.
Gift card. She ain't taking gift cards no more.
Right.
She ain't doing the gift cards no more,
Right.
bro.
All of a sudden, I
she
can't
just
use a
took
gift
that
card.
because y'all was, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was dating.
So, yeah, but she cut them off. But again, like, that stuff now get in your spirit, but it get in your spirit when you're young too. But my point to you, Maul, would be the poltergeist in the closet that you're scared of, but you also with one in the main room too, in terms of how you feel about your current life.
Right.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it ain't like, if it was sweet right here
You
and it
used
was
to that
dangerous
one,
in
though.
there, I'm saying it ain't sweet right here.
Right.
You living with the poltergeist.
Right. Absolutely.
And you think it's one in
That's
the closet.
real.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, why not just take the opportunity to see? You
What's
see what
in
I'm
the
saying?
closet?
Does that make
I'm
sense?
with you. I'm saying the one that you used to the other one, though. That's the difference.
That's all.
You used to
Oh, man,
it.
you done
so-
got comfortable
You
in
got
your
comfortable
trap.
And you
with
can
the
get comfortable with the
poltergeist.
next. Maul, I promise y'all, man, we're going to teach y'all this at the UOU Summit. Maul taught me. So we're going to teach this to y'all. I promise you, Maul, bro, you got me on now. If the backyard costs $1 million, like, you got me on how to go get the $1 million as opposed to it's $1 million. Like, no, I heard my neighbor go, it's gonna cost $1 million to get the backyard. And the way they said it, like, not to disrespect them, but they said it like what C was saying was, how much is this gonna cost? Bruh, all I thought about was, which one of your gifts are you gonna use
To get there.
to make room for you? That's all I thought about. I didn't think $1 million. I was like, actually, bruh, $1 million is the lowest amount of millions you can have. Like, I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, yo, if you really want to make $1 million, you gotta make about $3 million to make $1 million in this country. I'm just being real, bro. If you want to make $1 million, you gotta make about 3.
Four.
Because Unc want his money.
4 for sure is gonna get you there.
Four gonna have you
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Just a
like
tad.
peak.
Yeah, 4 will have you peaking a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm just
you
being
make 3,
real.
you might end up with 960.
I'm being real. So Maul said it. And this is what I really got to make sure y'all get. Again, end of May, 1st of June. The reason why we're doing this is because we want at least the second half of your year to be dope. Because you was doing the normal stuff the first half of the year. I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. I want you to hear me clearly. You either look at a situation and you got to be honest with yourself. That's why you're not growing, because you're playing games. You got to be honest. You got to ask yourself, from this day forward, we giving you a part of the solution. Are you looking at it in fear, or are you looking at it in faith? Every time you're being asked to go from subtraction to addition to multiplication and division, you have to ask yourself, when somebody's asking you to advance, because God is always asking you to advance, right? And he rewards you for it. Remember we said, you took the 10, he did what you're supposed to, he take them to 20. You did the 5, 10, the one with 2, he gonna curse you and throw you in you literally have to ask yourself. So when I went to go get that crib for Dee Dee because of her MS, I had to ask myself this question. What are you going to California for? I was like, I'm going to get my wife a house in California. But you know, if you go to California, you got to have these things in place. All I knew when I went to California is I'm not leaving here until I get Dee Dee a place. That's it. And I promise y'all thinking because it's us on this stage that there's no, go read the book UOU. I literally Chase Bank, which I had the money in the bank. I could have paid for the house with the money that was in one account. And Chase told me no. And I didn't, I just went to God. Like, for real, when you cry, who you crying to? Who you crying out to?
part.
You crying out to the devil, or you crying out to God? Who you crying out to? And I just went and cried out to God. This is all I said to him, y'all. I said, God, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not really sure what's happening here. But when Didi and I went to California, I stood on the land and you told me it was mine. I know I didn't go. Did you tell me that was mine?
Right.
I didn't say that. I said, God, I know without a shadow of a doubt, when she took us to those properties and she put us there and I stood there and I saw all these houses on the hill and all I could think of was, the earth is yours and the fullness thereof. You own the cattle on 1,000 hills. Like, God, I saw what you meant in the scriptures. These are hills and there's houses on it. I saw me being outside praying to you from these hills. Matter of fact, the way the house is designed, Maul, the bedroom, you can see the hills from the bedroom. I was like, wow, God, didn't you tell, so here's the deal. If you told me this is ours, fix it. And just left it alone. And I did say though, what's the equation? Like, please excuse you tell me what I'm supposed to do and I'll do it. You feel me? And immediately after I finished praying, he said, call Bill Emerson. That's what he told me. I called Bill. Bill, what up? What's up, E? It's a pleasure to hear from you, my boy. What's going on? It's a pleasant surprise. What's going on? I was like, bruh, don't y'all have a relationship with Chase? He was like, I'll call you back in 48 hours.
Approved.
Call you back in 48 hours. I'm gonna call somebody. He called me back in 48 hours. Hey, E, you should be expecting a phone call.
Done.
You should be expecting, I promise y'all, we were supposed to close. And so, of course, we didn't close the time. So if people ask, what's going on with that? Everything is, and I'm telling y'all, here's one of the things that you have to do, just in case you don't make it to the conference. Here's one of the things you have to do. You have to stop listening to the people who are stuck on subtraction and addition. They're not bad people because they stuck on subtraction and addition.
At all.
They're not bad people, but you gotta stop talking to them. Why? Because they wanna feed you their language. Yeah. Oh, what happened? What's going on? You're not gonna get the, oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. I thought you had enough money to pay. I thought y'all was. And all of that is poltergeist. All that, I'm being real. All that,
Caroline.
coming to the light. All that.
Hey, something else.
Eric.
Something else. Hey,
Don't go toward the hole.
Right, stay away from the light.
Yeah.
Something else you need to do is that you have to have something.
Hey, you should have paid for that pool the way you paid for that crib. You wouldn't be in this predicament.
You're right, I wouldn't.
Fact.
You're right.
Nah, it's all for purpose, though.
Yeah, it is. I'm just saying, he's right in terms of the intensity wasn't definitely one. Didi had her house and she, in the winter, she not in there, so she don't even know how to swim. So I wouldn't, she don't even know how to swim. So that was for me. That's probably why I didn't go hard. Yeah, that was for me.
I would say something else too, that people listening, you have to have something on the other side of that closet door that's worth it.
Yeah.
I remember when I would never go in that closet. And it wasn't until I think my mother put my football in there. And I used to always carry around, man, when I was about 5 years old, I used to always carry this little football. And it wasn't until my mother put my favorite football, my favorite toy in the other side of that closet that I did not give a care about what poltergeist, what little short,
That's
little
good,
fat
Mom.
little
What
lady.
you still do when you did it, you got to rip it open like you.
I didn't care because it was something on the other side of that closet door that was worth, it was worth me fighting any monster for.
Yeah.
That's y'all problem. Y'all ain't got something that's on the other side. And that's why you so fearful. But trust me, it's something. E might have had a fear before to get on the other side to get that house, in San Diego. But it wasn't until Didi, he wanted to get a house for her. So at that point, nothing else mattered.
A whole house.
A whole house.
That we ain't even there but 3 months out the year.
Nothing else mattered.
3 months is being generous.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, man. A lot of them,
I'm just saying, bro, we bought a full crib just so she could get vitamin D in the wintertime.
But that eliminated the fear, though.
No question
With
it
the love
did.
for your wife eliminated the fear of anything that might happen.
There was no fear there.
Yeah.
You feel, not saying that in a cocky sense.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in the sense of my focus was on what do I need to do to get this? It wasn't on what's gonna stop me from getting this?
And that's EY said, again, y'all heard me say this before, take action. I don't care what step one is, just call the doggone bank and get rejected. Just do something, because that at least gives you some kind of momentum, as opposed to like, yo, I ain't about to try that. No, try it.
She wouldn't even call me, Carl. She didn't call me. She didn't call me to tell me that I didn't get the loan. Wow. I knew something was wrong because she didn't call me during the time she was supposed to call me.
Yep.
And to your point, Carl, I wasn't scared. I was like, yo, what's up? What's happening here? Well, I don't know. Okay, well, since you don't know, I'm gonna have to go above you
need to talk to.
and figure out who I need to talk to. Because I'm not about to tell Didi no. I'm not about to tell Jada no. Jada was in the process with us, going with us, looking at the spot with us. You know, Jalen too, but he wasn't necessarily on, like, he wanted his own. But Jada was still with us, so Jada was like, man, I'm gonna get a chance to go to Cali and spend it, whatever. You know, and Jada been there by herself, chilling there without us before. Like, yo, I just wanna be in Cali. I ain't ready to come back to Michigan until April or May. Yeah. You feel me? And so this is for you. Like, we're doing this podcast for you. This ain't one of them podcasts, y'all. We doing this for you. We're giving you the real steps. So yeah, it's good to know about real estate, but you gotta know about you. Yeah. This is the part you keep missing. Yeah, it's good to know about economics. Yeah, but you need to know about you. Gold and, you know, buying gold because the economy, whatever. You know about China and what's going on with China and Saudi Arabia. You know this new coin that they make, this new currency they coming up. You know all of that, but nothing is gonna change until you know you. You feel me? And that's why we do this. I'm not trying to be funny, but you got a nice amount of I'm talking about dogs out there killing the game in terms of teaching you finances and bro, they out there. And we know them and we love them and we follow them. But we want to be that one entity that's telling you that you need to grow. Like, you don't got a bunch of you podcasts where people are telling you how dope you are and what you're capable of doing. So you need to figure out you. And so, yeah, all that other stuff is important, but until you unlock you, nothing's gonna change. That's a bunch of people making good money. That ain't just because you know you watching them on Instagram and you see them making good money. You're not about to make no good money because they making good money. You're not gonna make money until you do what they did, and they unlock them at some point. I'm not gonna say first, but at some point they unleashed them, and now they're where they are. And the UOUsummit.com, that's what we're gonna teach you. We're gonna teach you how to unlock you, because once you unlock you, you got a PhD. I don't got no PhD, bro. I ain't into that. I went to school to unlock Eric. I was like, something wrong. He not operating on the level he's supposed to be operating. He ain't comprehending. His critical thinking, his decision making ain't on. I didn't go do the assessment because I was trying to be deep. I was like, you not where you supposed to be. You way too gifted. You way too talented. You around way too many dope people. Let me tell you something, man. I told y'all this. I told somebody the other day, we both was with Trap. And I called him and I said, look, I got beef with you. And my beef with you is you're around all these individuals and you not doing, like the stuff they saying, some stuff we not doing. We need to be doing what they saying. Why be around them if they say you should have S&P 500? And you should, like, more they said, if you wearing Nikes, get Nike stock. Bro, if you ain't got no Nike stock and you wear Nike, I'm like, why listen to some more? And I said, look at the money they making. They just showed us their portfolio. If you can't show me a bank account with that portfolio, at least a quarter of what they got, why are we hanging around them? Why are we with them? And so if you're not making the kind of money they're making or a quarter of what they're making, it's something that you need to unleash in you. You don't need another program. You need to learn how to unleash you. And that's what the UOU Summit is about, man. It's time for you to unleash you. Because you a bad man. I'm going back to the 70s. You a bad mamma jamma. You a bad mamma jamma.
Let me ask you a question. What, obviously now, you're still, in your, early 50s now. You're
my
still,
prime. He wanted to say,
absolutely. No.
Prime.
Yeah, of course. In your prime. I'm saying, but you're still unlocking things, right?
Yeah.
We talked, a few episodes or whatever about kind of like, you kind of learning the high C now and kind of learning that, that air traffic control a little bit. But what percentage do you think, just say most people walk around on a daily basis operating
40.
at what percentage?
40, 50, maybe 50. Man, because remember you said even.
Yeah, no,
I think most people are walking around on even.
Right.
I think there's two groups. One, and I say the 40 group is because they know what is it, par? Is that what that is? You call that par?
Yep.
They know what par is, and they're below par. And could be par if they wanted to, but they ain't really trying to put forth the effort to par. And there's another group that's par. And it's to what Carl said, because they've been taught that as long as you can add and subtract, you good. You good. As long as you can read at a, I don't know, what is it, a 5th grade level? Like, what would we say the average vocabulary is, 5th, 6th grade level? Yeah, because I know my grandma didn't necessarily finish high school, well, probably didn't finish high school, or probably middle school for that, but she could communicate. So that's middle school. So whatever, elementary school. So whatever elementary is, 3rd, 4th grade, most people, that's their vocabulary is at a 3rd, 4th grade level, right? That's their level. So I think that most humans are 40, 50%. You figured out what is required of you, and you trying your hardest to at least get to that point.
So, I mean, it's just scary to think about that you could be walking around at 40%.
Oh, what do they say? That humans only use how much percentage of your brain?
Bruh,
What is it of the brain?
I've seen different numbers, but I question that whole, and I don't want to go on that tangent, but I question that because you don't know the full capacity of it.
Right.
So how can you tell me, you don't know what 100% is, so how can you tell me I'm only using 10%? You see what I'm saying? That's Carl's version of it, but they do say we use like 10% of it or something like that. It's something real low. But, bro, I saw this morning on Facebook, just talking about that same thing. I saw Chinese made a robot, bro, that they got a robot just shooting threes. And I just sat there. I was like, yo, 20 years from now, there will be digital, virtual robot basketball
because somebody pushed
teams.
themselves.
You know what I'm
They're
saying?
over there
Like,
pushing themselves.
bro, like they had my man, they're saying that the robot made 5 out of 8 3-pointers. Like they put all these coordinate things, it's reading the basket. I'm just sitting there this morning like, what in the world? Bruh, like you and I with your brain right now, would you even know where to start with that? Like no idea. So I'm saying we don't even know the real capacity of our brains. We can do anything. I think that's the part that you was talking about.
We just watching TV.
We can do anything that we put our minds to, bro. Like that ain't no joke. We can do anything.
We can.
Like I want people to hear that. That's crazy.
He went old school, so we watching TV. Ain't nobody watching TV
Well,
no more.
Netflix, Instagram, that's what I meant. Netflix.
I don't even know what people are doing. It's so crazy. Man, the world is just changing so much. Let me say something. My kids don't know nothing about TV. I'm just saying, my kid, do your kid?
No, it's all iPad. I mean,
I'm saying we got direct TV.
Yeah.
My kids have never once in their life, other than Trey, like watching maybe the game with me or something like that, short of that, they've never been like, yo, can you turn into
TV. No.
I'm talking about YouTube, bro. It's crazy.
Let me tell you,
I'm saying when we came out, remember we was like underground? Like when we came out on YouTube back in the day, we were like underground. It was like that was where the rejects who couldn't get on TV went to, was to YouTube. And now Trey got these dudes he watch on, like Preston Plays and like these other cats, I don't really know, but like he watches them and they are bigger celebrity than anybody you can imagine. I'm like, yo, like, dang.
And never been on TV in the day in their life.
Nope. And making way
feel
more
me?
money.
Making way more
than
money.
anybody on TV.
Making way. I mean, way. And it's crazy just looking at the evolution. It's funny. My little cousin. This is not a Jordan and LeBron debate, Maul. Just so
Why you
you know.
gotta say Maul though? Why you gotta say Maul?
Because I know as soon as I say anything,
Why you gotta say Maul?
No, I'm actually gonna be on your side.
Bro, why you gotta say Maul?
Cause
He talk about it too.
thank you for proving my point as to why I said Maul. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is already. I'm just saying. Think about this. No. Think about this. So my little cousin, he like super into like Ja Morant and LeBron and stuff like that, right? And he like sends like videos like clowning Jordan, like, oh, look who he was playing against, look at that. And I was like, wow. Jordan retired in what year? It was his last real chip was what, 98?
Yeah, 98.
Okay, cool. So he was born in 2000, and this kid was born in 2006, 7. Wow. And I'm like, yo, he looks at Jordan the way like I looked at Dr. J. Like it was already over before I was even born, and I just look at highlights, and I don't really have anything. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, just think about it, bro. Like my kids, dog, this has nothing to do with nothing. I'm just, thinking. My kids, their concept of like, bro, I literally said to Trey like maybe 6 months ago, something like, yeah, no, that was Oprah. And he was like, yo, who's Oprah? I was like, who is Oprah? And let me tell you something, my daughter is even more hilarious because she don't have no concept of time. None. She's 6, right? So they got this thing now where they do like to do plays, right? I swear this is the funniest thing. They like doing plays. So they doing a medieval play at the house. And Sydney and Avery were princesses and Trey was like the council or something like that, right? So they doing this like 7 years ago, all kind of stuff. So anyway, it was beef between the princesses. So Avery gonna pull out her phone. And she like, and I heard my wife from the background was like, they had phones back then? Avery talking about, it's a flip phone.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
she was like, it's a flip.
crazy.
Like, no,
Like,
I
that's
got
old.
you. Yeah, like, the medieval time in her mind. I'm like, yeah, she was like, don't worry, it's a flip. I'm talking about she stopped the whole play like, you good, it's a razor. I'm like, yeah,
Yesterday,
bro.
we asked Yanni about, we showed her a rotary phone.
Oh, yeah.
We was like, and she didn't
Nope.
even, she did no clue.
Oh,
She didn't even, she was like, she don't even know
And
if
that's
she
my
would.
point, bro. Like, that's my point, y'all. Like, if it's one
I
thing.
took Jazzy to Target, and it was like XM or whatever, and like G-Unit came on. I was like, ah, man, G-Unit. She was like, what's G-Unit? I was like, what's G-Unit? I was like, you don't know it? She was like,
that's crazy.
no.
But and I think that's probably where you was gonna say. But yet we still living in that reality.
We
a lot
are.
of us.
And that's why, for real, it's the one thing that I would pay for that I didn't realize I should have paid for before, and my gift ended up making room for me later, though. I would have paid to be in the rooms with the people who got the IA dude shooting the three-point. I would have paid to be in the rooms with those people, because here's the deal. You could go and be in the rooms with those people, and, bruh, I'm so mad at myself. Like, bruh, you know how easy it is now to make 8 figures? Like, bruh, I get it now. Being in the air traffic control, I'm like, yo, bruh, that go all the money right there. The money ain't in personalities. The money ain't in the personality. The money is literally in systems and creating something where everybody could get it and get easy access to it. It's like, bruh, 8 figures is so easy. Like you could do 8 figures in a matter of days with the right program. Like I was just telling Maul, I'm like, yo, you could do this and then you can do it just like they do it on, bruh. They've been doing it and we don't realize they've been doing it. We still watching Martin. Those episodes was done. Martin was done. It might have been almost, I don't want to date myself, but maybe 15 years ago.
Well, Martin?
saying
Yeah,
longer.
longer than that.
Longer than
Longer
that.
than that?
I would
Yeah,
say
20
yes.
years. I'd say
Yeah.
Martin been over about 25 years.
Bruh,
That's
they still,
years.
we still watch this. It's still content that they putting up. Ma, I was really paying attention the other day to Hulu, and I was like, bruh, if I take away this ESPN and take away CNN, bruh, 90% of the library is 90% of the library on these Hulus or whatever. It's old content.
Old content.
It's old content. Bro, you know how easy it is to make 8 figures? They into the 9, Hulu them into the 9 figures easily,
Off
10
of taking
figures.
other
off
stuff
of old content,
and
but it's
just-
inside of a
They bringing out
system.
Freaknik.
You see that?
Hulu got, they bringing a whole Freaknik documentary.
Right.
On Hulu.
Hopefully Maul ain't in the
Would you have been? You would have been at the end of Freaknik, what? Right? You
Yeah,
wouldn't have
so
been.
my class trip, we did go in
If that's how
1995.
you want to describe it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It was 94.
In 94, 95, my senior class trip, we actually did go to Atlanta.
High school.
Yeah, high school.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
I
I was
was
in
in
high school.
college.
He was down there
he was in
ministering.
I was in
Yeah,
high
I
school.
was in college.
Yeah,
Weren't
he
you
was,
down there
he was like
ministering?
the thick
Yeah,
up.
I should have been.
Yeah.
I never went. But my boys would go
But y'all
and
used to
sell
go to the
tracks.
strip club and minister.
Oh, bruh, I went everywhere, and I never went to the strip club. And you know why?
I thought you did.
I ain't never been to a strip club, and I'm gonna say why.
Me neither.
Yeah. And I say that only because, Ma, again, it goes back to what we were talking about. The strip club, when I was coming up, bruh, it was like, you went to a strip club, you was like a scum of the earth. Like, it was like a
it's
little,
like cats had
it was
glasses
hot,
on.
bro.
They
You was looking at cats going strip, like, you going to strip club? And it was like a little small hole in the walls. It wasn't this stuff that y'all
Now
got
you going
now.
IG live with the.
Right.
go to
I'm
strip
saying-
club to go eat. That's
right,
how you
right,
on
you
lunch.
gonna eat, right? Not back in the day, bro. It was like, bro, you put your hood on, you went in, and we didn't know what was inside of it.
Yeah.
That's what was crazy.
Somebody knew.
No, I'm just saying, like,
boogeyman.
yeah, no. In terms of the public, it was almost like a pimp And the whore thing, like, bro, you look at people like, bro, you going to strip. Like, you didn't know, you might, like, I would go to the Coney Island, it was next door.
Yeah.
And you see something, is that Leroy car? And Leroy be like, no, somebody else had my
Leroy.
whip. He like, I got somebody else's whip. But no, back in the day, bro, it didn't have the same splendor that it's got now. Like now you say you go to a strip club, it's like something people do. It's like, oh, you going to a city? Oh, we gotta go check that
You
out.
actually might be helping somebody to pay their college.
Right, that's what they on now. Yeah, no, it wasn't like that back in the day. But again, it just show you error, see?
Right.
And we can't get caught in the error.
But I thought you used to evangelize and
Yeah, not a strip club though, because it was
your
like,
homies did. You told me somebody when y'all was in college used to be going in
yeah,
there.
we used to go to the clubs.
Oh, the
We
club.
used to go to the
I
clubs.
thought it was a strip club.
No,
You said club.
yeah, right, the club. I meant
is it?
club. It's the club. We used to go to clubs. And but most of my dudes, they would catch you going on the inside and wait on the outside. I would go in. I would physically go in and just on the dance floor and be talking to you. Because I grew up, going to the club.
Can you walk us through how
I was
that
gonna say, what do
go?
you say? Yeah, walk me through that. What do you say? We dancing.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
What you say?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest
Seriously.
with y'all. When you walk into a club, bro, you see people there who like stick out like a sore thumb. Like you see people that's like, yo, you don't really want to be here, but you here because your boy probably brought you, but you struggling.
Yeah.
And I would just see them. They weren't dancing or really into it, active. And I'd just be like, bro, I know what you want. I used to club, but I wasn't clubbing because I personally wanted to do it, like not in a bad way, but I was clubbing because I was homeless and I was with these cats and I was whatever. You don't even feel like being here, do you? I was like, bro, I promise you, you need something better. You need to give your life to Christ. Bro, I was just, I'm not gonna say I wasn't over religious with it because I ain't grew up in the church. So I was just like you ain't nothing wrong with clubbing, but you not here because you want to be here. Like you here because you hurt and you need to, bruh, I used to, bruh. Then we used to go to Miami. We was at the flea market. I used to be at the flea market, bruh, really helping cats out, bruh, because it was like you could I'm just being real. Y'all ever went to a mall, you could see somebody that ain't shopping? Like you could just see when you go to a mall, somebody's wandering. And I would see a person like, bro, you
I
wandering.
try to avoid those people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There was a time where I tried
Wandering
to,
through the mall.
yeah, that was the
What
time
you
I
doing?
tried
You ain't
to,
got no bags?
hey, now you probably can't do it. But back in the 70s, 80s, you
What
know.
were they doing?
They just in there, bro.
Just
But
walking
yeah,
around.
Waiting
walking
for
around.
Eda.
Wait for me to come and save them.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Anything else, gentlemen? Or y'all good to go? We pack it up?
I'm just, man, keep taking it to that next level, y'all. Just don't
wanna add
settle.
one
The
thing.
boogeyman don't
Yeah, the
exist.
busy men don't exist.
No, Maul said something that another time, but Maul, you said like it's your birthright. Like I want people to hear that. Like, yo, the expectation is like the things that you see and desire, it's your birthright. Like that was yours from the time you was born. You ain't gotta do nothing for it. You just gotta believe and go after. You know what I'm saying? Like believe first. Like just start there. But don't feel like it's for ain't for nobody else. They bleeding just like you bleed. You know what I'm
One
saying?
of the favorite scriptures, bro.
Yeah.
Don't fear, just believe.
Can I say this to you?
That's an ET quote, too.
Yeah.
Is that an ET?
Go look that up.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, Maul. I'm gonna go scholarly on you now. Fear is so deep to God and our relationship with Him that He mentions don't be afraid over 300 times in the Bible.
Don't he always also say, I didn't give you a spirit of fear?
Absolutely.
So where does fear come from?
He addresses it 300 times. That's how bad it is that he addresses it 300 times. In some form or fashion, he says, do not be afraid. Because he knows we're consumed with fear.
And I haven't even given you a spirit of fear.
So, and I gotta keep telling you I ain't give it to
So
you.
where did it come from? It's like, bro, I ain't even get that to you.
The
trick of the
knowledge
devil.
that trick of the
It's the
devil.
trick of the devil.
I ain't even give it.
The
That's
trick
deep.
of the devil that's been passed down from generation. She said it, bruh. I can't tell you the last time I went grocery shopping and wondered how much the watermelon costs. Bruh, how much
You know
gas?
Sam's Club got ground beef, 3 for $4.
I'm just saying, Ma, I'm in Cali getting gas. The only reason I know it costs 7 and some change is because it's so different than every other gas. Like, I've never seen a 7 at a gas station before.
yeah.
That's how I recognize it. Normally when I go to gas station, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, I saw a 7. I'm like, okay, this different. But at no point did I go 10 on 7.
Yeah.
At no point did I do that. I filled it up because
That sucker click, click. You'd be like, dang.
bruh, I filled it up. Why? I filled it up because, God never told me to concern myself with price. He told me, and your gift shall make room. I have an inheritance for you. You're the head and not the tail. And so I'm just saying, from now on, next time you think about doing something, ask yourself, am I thinking like a tail? Or am I thinking like I'm just saying.
You know ass is in the Bible.
Right?
I was gonna say, you
I
can
said,
say,
going with
say
the
ass.
tail. It just say tail. I'm going with it says.
I'm just saying.
But I'm saying,
It's in the
Mo,
Bible course, Sean. Y'all don't say that on the prayer line?
am I thinking like a
He
teacher?
still ain't called the prayer line yet.
No, the line was busy.
He would have known what it said.
It was busy.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, honestly, stop just doing. Because to Carl's point, do you know what you know? So stop doing that. If you could classify as a person of faith, you're the head, not the tail. So is this can I afford a house or can a tail afford a house in here? Absolutely not. Can the head afford? Yes, you can. It overflows. So the next time you concerned with, man, this person needs $20, can I give her this $20? Of course you can. You are a lender. Of course, lenders give money. Of course you can give money. You're a lender. Now, if you're a borrower, of course you don't have it to give. But if you're a lender, you give and you know it's gonna come back to you.
But if you're a borrower, make it, Carl. Never mind, we'll talk about it later. No,
The way he set it up, look, if you
No,
were
I'm saying.
Call me. I'm a lender.
Call the prayer line if you're a borrower. No, I was just saying, if you're a borrower, do everything in your God-given power to get from being a borrower to a lender.
Don't settle.
I'm saying, Candace and I were borrowers when we first got married. E and Didi looked out for us. Chuck and Moni looked out for us. Y'all was sending us on trips. You was making sure we were straight. We moved out of that season. And it's okay to be a borrower in a season. But use it as leverage to get to where then you become the lender. And I see people, I don't know what the time frame is. You've hit your cap on borrowing. That you topped out.
Yeah, top it out.
Overextended is the word.
You've overextended.
Yeah. And you shouldn't be it.
You see what I'm saying?
Because here's the thing, when you talked about seeing it, I saw Chuck and Moni coming to church handing out that money.
Bro, y'all don't know Chuck and Moni like that, man. But listen, watching and they was getting to it before Eve.
Way before me.
So
to the extent.
So I'm
because Didi
saying,
always been a giver, but she wasn't in no position to be giving out
I'm saying,
no $1,000 checks.
Right, no, for sure. And I'm saying, like, for real, and I give Chuck and Moni their flowers. I love y'all to life. But like, mentality-wise, right? We always talk about exposure. They were the first, like, friends, and they're E and Diddy's age, so they was older than me and Candace, but like mentors / friends who we saw with the fat crib, the theater in the house, but would look out for people on a whole nother level.
Whole different level.
Like, oh, such and such about to go to college. Boom, you knew who was writing the check. Such and such got to do this. And it's like, yo, you watch them move. And I remember being inspired by that. Like, yo, I don't want them to give to me. I want to learn how to be that one doing that.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been able to do that, but it's that exposure. But you see people sometimes, they get comfortable in that borrowing role. And then it's like, ooh, I'm getting away with being a borrower, and it's less work to be a borrower, because it is. And you get comfortable. So I'm just saying, stop getting stuck in that borrowing.
Let me tell you,
season.
one of the greatest moments for me was being able to hire Chuck.
Yeah, 100.
I just did a deal with him the other day, like, yo, if you do a book, the next book, you do the book, here's what I'm gonna cash you out before. When the book's sold, I'm gonna cash you out again, and then I'm gonna give you a percentage forever. I'm about to give you a percentage forever. Because what you and Moni, like, y'all was the first ones to get us going.
I'm talking about
you feel me?
For real.
Then
Bro,
Moni,
looking out
fully.
fully.
Then our phenomenal life, they was like, I was like, Mo, don't even worry about it. Like, I got it. It's like, no, we can. I was like, I got it. and I got your flight. She's like, but you know Chuck like that. I know how you like to fly. No, I got you. And I'm saying, no, I'm just saying, for me, it's what CJ said. It's like, if you're gonna be competitive in the spirit realm. You know what I'm saying? Don't be competitive. Don't be competitive in the flesh realm. Be competitive in the. This is you guys.
Hear that, Mo? Don't be competitive in the. You know, Mo always trying to show you his
Brother, the crazy
biceps.
part is, you see my physical, but the spiritual. Oh my God! I'm trying to match the spiritual. I'm trying to match the physical with the spiritual, brother. You don't even understand.
Organifi. This podcast is brought to you by Organifi. What is it? The healthy green superfood juice. It's got B12 in it. It's got.
Come on,
Give me the other stuff. It's got one word that I can't even say. Ashwagandha in it. Coconut water. Hey, I'm using it every 7 days in a row. I'm using it now. I wasn't a believer.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
And then my son is on it as well. So, yeah, let's go, y'all.
100. Hey, we out of here. We love you. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself, right? Make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.